Hello viewers. Welcome to our channel African Tales by AB. Please support us by giving this video a thumbs up, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you. The island was a harsh and unforgiving place. The jagged cliffs and barren landscape mirrored the desolation in Medusa's heart. She wandered aimlessly, her new monstrous form a constant reminder of her cursed fate. Despite the isolation, she occasionally encountered ships passing by, but her appearance struck terror into the hearts of sailors, who spread tales of a fearsome monster dwelling on the island. Medusa's days were spent in solitude, her only companions the serpents that now crowned her head. She developed a deep bond with them, finding in their hisses a strange form of comfort. They were a part of her, a living reminder of her curse and her connection to the divine. Despite her loneliness, Medusa's heart remained human. She mourned the loss of her family, her sisters, and the life she once knew. She yearned for redemption, for a chance to prove her innocence and reclaim her humanity. But the gods were cruel, and her fate seemed sealed. Years passed, and Medusa's island became a graveyard of statues, each one a testament to her cursed existence. She wandered among them, haunted by the faces of those who had sought to end her life. Her loneliness deepened, and she became a figure of eternal lament, her beauty and humanity forever overshadowed by her monstrous curse. Medusa's story spread far and wide, attracting warriors and heroes eager to claim her head. In the kingdom of Argos, a young hero named Perseus was about to change their bodies forever petrified in stone. Perseus was the son of Zeus, and she became a symbol of fear and tragedy, a mortal princess. His birth was marked by divine intervention and a prophecy that foretold his great destiny. Perseus grew up knowing of his divine heritage and the expectations placed upon him. He was strong, brave, and intelligent, qualities that made him a favorite among the gods. Yet, despite his heroic potential, he lived a humble life, devoted to protecting his mother and the people of Argos. One day, King Polydectes of Seriphos, who had long desired Danae, devised a cunning plan to rid himself of Perseus. He announced his intention to marry Hippodamia and demanded that every man in the kingdom present him with a horse as a wedding gift. Perseus, unable to provide a horse, boldly declared that he would bring the king anything else he desired. Polydectes seized the opportunity and demanded the head of Medusa, the Gorgon. The task was nearly impossible, but Perseus, undaunted by the challenge, accepted the quest. He vowed to bring back Medusa's head, not fully understanding the peril that lay ahead. Perseus set off on his journey, guided by the wisdom and gifts of the gods. Athena and Hermes, recognizing his bravery and potential, decided to assist him. Athena provided him with a polished shield, capable of reflecting Medusa's deadly gaze, while Hermes gifted him winged sandals, a magical sword, and the Hades helm of invisibility. With these divine gifts, Perseus traveled to the land of the Greeks, three ancient sisters who shared a single eye and tooth among them. They were the only ones who knew the location of the Gorgons. Perseus cleverly stole their eye and tooth, demanding information in exchange for their return. Reluctantly, the Greeks revealed the secret location of Medusa's lair. Armed with this knowledge, Perseus journeyed to the remote island where Medusa dwelled. The landscape grew increasingly desolate as he approached, the statues of previous challengers serving as a grim warning of the danger ahead. As Perseus neared Medusa's lair, he steeled himself for the battle to come. The island was shrouded in an eerie silence, broken only by the distant crash of waves against the rocky shore. The air was thick with tension, and Perseus knew he was entering a realm of both danger and destiny. Perseus moved cautiously, using Athena's shield to navigate the labyrinthine paths leading to Medusa's lair. The polished surface of the shield reflected the twisted forms of petrified warriors, a stark reminder of Medusa's deadly power. His heart pounded with a mix of fear and determination, each step bringing him closer to his fateful encounter. Medusa, sensing an intruder, retreated deeper into her lair. Her serpents hissed in agitation, their movements reflecting her own turmoil. She had grown weary of the endless battles, the constant threat of death. Yet, she knew that another challenger had come, and she prepared herself for the inevitable confrontation. As Perseus entered the heart of the lair, he caught sight of Medusa's reflection in the shield. Her monstrous form was a tragic sight, a twisted mockery of the beauty she once possessed. Despite her terrifying appearance, Perseus felt a pang of sorrow for the creature she had become. But he could not allow himself to be swayed by pity. His mission was clear. With swift precision, Perseus used the reflection to guide his strikes. Medusa, unable to look directly at her attacker, relied on her serpents and keen senses to defend herself. The battle was fierce, a clash of mortal determination and cursed fury. Despite her best efforts, Medusa found herself outmatched by Perseus' skill and the divine gifts he wielded. In a final, desperate attempt to fend off her attacker, Medusa lunged at Perseus, her serpents striking out in a frenzy. Perseus, his resolve unwavering, struck with precision and speed. The enchanted sword cleaved through the air, guided by Athena's wisdom and Hermes' swiftness. In a moment that seemed to stretch into eternity, the blade met its mark. Medusa's head was severed cleanly from her body. As her lifeless form collapsed, a strange silence fell over the lair. The serpents ceased their hissing, and the oppressive weight of the curse lifted. Perseus, breathing heavily, looked upon the fallen Gorgon with a mixture of triumph and sorrow. He carefully placed her head in a special sack, mindful of its lingering power to petrify. As Perseus made his way out of the lair, he encountered the winged horse Pegasus and the giant Chrysaor, both born from Medusa's blood as it mingled with the earth. These wondrous creatures were a testament to the strange and potent magic that surrounded Medusa even in death. Perseus marveled at Pegasus, whose wings shimmered in the dim light, and Chrysaor, whose strength was evident in his formidable form. With Medusa's head secured and his path clear, Perseus set off for home. He retraced his steps through the desolate landscape, the statues of fallen warriors standing as silent witnesses to his victory. The journey back was arduous, but the thought of returning triumphant kept his spirits high. Perseus' return journey was not without its challenges. He faced treacherous weather, dangerous beasts, and the ever-present threat of those who would seek to steal Medusa's head for themselves. Yet, with the aid of the gods and his own determination, he overcame each obstacle, drawing ever closer to his destination. News of his quest and presumed death had already reached the kingdom of Seriphos. King Polydectes, who had hoped to rid himself of Perseus, was stunned to learn of the hero's imminent return. The king's court buzzed with rumors and anticipation, the people eager to see if Perseus had truly accomplished the impossible. When Perseus finally arrived in Seriphos, he was met with a mixture of awe and disbelief. He presented Medusa's head to King Polydectes, whose cruel ambitions had set the hero on this perilous path. The king, unable to conceal his shock and fear, was struck down by the very power he had sought to exploit. His gaze met the head's deadly eyes, and he turned to stone, a fitting end for a man driven by greed and malice. With Polydectes gone, Perseus turned his attention to his mother, Danae, and the people of Seriphos. He used the power of Medusa's head wisely, turning those who had wronged his family into stone and restoring peace and order to the kingdom. The people hailed him as a hero, and his name became synonymous with bravery and justice. Perseus' journey was far from over, though. He returned the divine gifts to Athena and Hermes, expressing his gratitude for their guidance and support. The gods, pleased with his success, bestowed upon him their blessings, ensuring that his future would be filled with prosperity and honor. Perseus eventually married Andromeda, a princess he had rescued from a sea monster during his journey. Their union was celebrated throughout the land, and they went on to have many children, founding a legacy that would be remembered for generations. Though Medusa's life had been one of tragedy and suffering, her legacy endured in unexpected ways. Her story became a powerful symbol, a cautionary tale of beauty, betrayal, and the capriciousness of the gods. Artists, poets, and storytellers recounted her tale, each adding their own interpretations and insights. In some versions, Medusa was remembered as a victim of divine injustice, a woman punished for a crime she did not commit. Her beauty, once a source of admiration, became a symbol of the dangers of envy and desire. Her transformation into a monster was seen as a tragic consequence of the gods' whims, a reminder of the fragility of mortal life. In other tales, Medusa's monstrous form was interpreted as a reflection of her inner strength and resilience. Despite her cursed existence, she remained defiant, her spirit unbroken by the cruelty she endured. Her story inspired those who faced their own struggles, encouraging them to find strength in adversity. The Gorgon sisters, Steno and Uriel, continued to live in seclusion, mourning the loss of their beloved sister. They became guardians of her memory, their fearsome visages a testament to the enduring bond they shared. Though they could not reverse the curse, they honored Medusa's legacy in their own way, protecting her island and the creatures that dwelled there. Medusa's head, now a powerful relic, was used by Perseus in various heroic endeavors before being given to Athena. The goddess placed it on her shield, the aegis, using its petrifying power to protect and defend. In this way, Medusa's legacy lived on, her image serving as both a shield and a weapon in the hands of the wise and just. In the end, Medusa's story was one of transformation, both literal and metaphorical. She was a beautiful maiden, a cursed monster, and ultimately a symbol of the complex interplay between beauty, power, and fate. Her life, though filled with suffering, became a beacon of resilience and strength, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is the potential for redemption and legacy. Years after Medusa's death, the island where she had lived in exile became a place of pilgrimage. People from distant lands came to pay their respects, to reflect on the lessons of her life and the injustices she had endured. They built a small shrine in her honor, a place where her story could be remembered and her spirit honored. The shrine became a symbol of hope for those who had suffered their own hardships. Pilgrims would leave offerings and prayers, seeking guidance and solace from Medusa's enduring legacy. Her tale, once one of tragedy, now served as a source of inspiration and strength. Athena, reflecting on her actions, came to understand the depth of Medusa's suffering. The goddess of wisdom recognized that her own anger and pride had led to an unjust punishment. In a rare moment of divine introspection, Athena sought to make amends. She visited the shrine on Medusa's island, her presence filling the sacred space with a sense of calm. She spoke to the gathered pilgrims, sharing her own regrets and acknowledging the wrongs done to Medusa. In a gesture of reconciliation, Athena blessed the shrine, imbuing it with a sense of peace and protection. The island transformed once more, becoming a sanctuary for those in need. The petrified statues that had once marked Medusa's curse were carefully moved and arranged into a garden of remembrance, each one a silent testament to her tragic tale. The garden became a place of reflection, where visitors could find solace and strength. Steno and Uriel, the immortal Gorgon sisters, continued to guard the island, their presence a living reminder of the bond they shared with Medusa. They watched over the shrine and the garden, ensuring that Medusa's story was preserved with the dignity and respect it deserved. The sisters, once feared for their monstrous forms, found a new purpose in their vigil. They became protectors of the island, their fearsome appearances no longer symbols of terror but of guardianship and loyalty. Over time, their roles shifted from being objects of fear to revered figures of myth and legend. Travelers who ventured to the island spoke of the Gorgon sisters with a mixture of awe and reverence. Steno and Uriel, though still formidable, were seen as benevolent protectors, their presence a testament to the enduring power of love and family. Their bond with Medusa remained unbroken, their devotion to her memory a source of strength and solace. Generations passed, and the tale of Medusa continued to evolve. Her story became a powerful allegory, a reminder of the complexities of justice, beauty, and power. The island, once a place of desolation, flourished as a sanctuary and a place of pilgrimage. The shrine grew in prominence, attracting visitors from across the world. Scholars, poets, and philosophers came to study Medusa's story, each finding their own meanings and lessons in her life. Her legacy endured, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of compassion and reflection. In the end, Medusa's tale was one of redemption. Despite the injustices she had faced, her story became a beacon of hope and inspiration. Her life, marked by tragedy and suffering, transformed into a powerful symbol of strength, resilience, and the enduring power of love. As the sun set on the island, casting a golden glow over the shrine and the garden of statues, Medusa's spirit found peace. Her story, once filled with sorrow and despair, had become a source of light and hope for generations to come. And in that peace, her legacy lived on, a testament to the enduring power of redemption and the resilience of the human spirit.